gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Today, we are going to explain one real case of thermal pollution in Malaysia, which is Jima power plants that located in Port Dickson. Did you know that thermal pollution occurs when industries or power plants release hot water into the rivers or the sea? Even a small increase of temperature can affect a whole communities of microbes, algae, biochemical oxygen demands, and a whole community. The thermal pollution is important because it can affect the whole community of environment. Jima Power Plant is a coal-fired power plant. A coal-fired power plant releases a lot of heat during generating the electricity. To remove heat, plant use seawater for cooling. The process is like this. First, the seawater is pumped. Second, the seawater will absorb the heat from machinery. And third, the hot seawater will be released to the environment. The hot seawater that we release is called thermal effluent, and it will cause thermal pollution. Even a 2 to 4 degrees Celsius can affect the changes in environment. And our microbes, algae, and our ecosystem really depends on stable environment.
Alright, now I will explain about the causes of thermal pollution at Jima Power Plant PD. The first thing is once through cooling system. Jima use a system where seawater flows. Once through the cooling system pipe, absorb heat and immediately release. There is no cooling water discharge, so the water into the hot sea. This system is simple and cheap, but it affects microbes and small organisms in that area. The second one is large plant output and continuous operation. Jima produces 2,000 megawatt.
What?
Burning a lot of coal constantly. Continuous operation release a large amount of hot water every day, creating long-term warming in the nearby water. Constant heat release allow thermophilic microbes to dominate while cold water microbes decrease, changing the microbiome communities. Lastly, shallow coastal discharge. The plant release water close to the shore in the shallow water. This shallow water heat up faster and does not mix well with the deeper cooler water, so it can create thermal plume.
What is that?
Alright, let me explain.
A thermal plume is an area of warmer water formed when hot water from these industries, like power plants, is released into rivers, lakes, or the sea. This warm water spreads from the discharge point and can reduce oxygen levels and affect aquatic life and microorganisms.
Okay, now let's look at the impact of thermal pollution on aquatic and microbial life at Jima Power Plant. Let's go.
First, thermal pollution can cause an immediate drop in dissolved oxygen. Warm water cannot hold as much as oxygen, and at the same time, the microorganisms become more active and use more oxygen. This rapid reduction leads to the fish stress, and in many cases, fish die suddenly. And for the local communities, especially fishermen, it will cause a direct loss of cash and daily income. Another common short-term effect is rapid algae growth.
Wow!
Did you know Warm water encourages algae to multiply quickly, and when these algae die, it will increase the decomposition of biochemical oxygen demand, making the water more cloudy and reducing its tourism and recreational value. Over the long term, this thermal pollution can lead to the loss of biodiversity. Sensitive aquatic will slowly disappear, only remain the heat-resistant microorganisms that will survive. This weakens the entire ecosystem, and for the local communities, this long term will decline in fishiness and productivity in aquaculture.
You guys, look at this seawater. It's so dirty. And for sure, aquatic life like fish has died or been poisoned. This causes fishermen to be unable to find fish to sell. As a result, our country's economy will decrease.
Now, we exploring two powerful engineering solutions to reduce thermal pollution in Malaysia. The first and the best solution is to stop the thermal discharge completely by using a closed-cycle cooling system, such as dry cooling tower. This system reuses cooling water and release heat into the air instead of sea. As a result, hot water discharge is almost eliminated, protecting marine ecosystem from thermal stress. The second solution to reduce the impact using marine outfall diffuser. Instead of releasing hot water near the shore, the water is discharged further offshore through multiple nozzles. This allows better mixing with cooler seawater and reduce sudden temperature change near the coast. These two solution approach represent the best solution to reduce thermal pollution and protect marine life along the Port Dickson coastline. In conclusion, thermal pollution is an important environment issue in Malaysia. Jimah Power Plant highlights how thermal discharge can impact coastal ecosystems. From an environmental microbiology perspective, increased temperature affects microbial activity, BOD levels, algae growth, and dissolved oxygen availability. These changes disturb aquatic ecosystem and threaten biodiversity. Innovation like dry cooling tower and marine outfall diffuser are essential to protect Malaysia's water ecosystem for the future. So, let us work together to manage thermal pollution and protect Malaysia's coastal waters for future generations.
Thermal pollution is not just an environmental issue, but a threat to the future of our planet. Rising water temperatures damage aquatic ecosystems and disrupt the natural balance that supports life. As a society, we must become more aware and responsible for our actions towards the environment. There is a strong hope that governments and leaders will enforce stricter regulations and promote environmentally friendly technologies to reduce this impact. However, awareness should begin early. Environmental education must be introduced to children from a young age so they grow up understanding the importance of protecting nature. If we take action now, we still have the chance to protect our environment and secure a safer, healthier future for generations to come.
Thank you for watching.